The way I've heard non-Christians describe Christians, what you hear is like people are saying Christians judge others, or they feel like they're not accepted by the church. And so it's a really hard thing to have to combat. And instead of the church being the ones reaching out our hand first and loving and pulling in, it feels like we kind of put a wall up, and that caused even a bigger gap. So I think what we saw with the Reimagine is that church really needs to be rethought. Well, my name is Tracy, and one of my passions has always been serving in the community. I am the director of the local Good Pantry, but I am on Chase Oak staff. How we are really fulfilling that goal that we have of Reimagine is really being a light in that community. The need is so great right now. There are so many people with food insecurity, and we could either just say, oh, that's someone else's problem, or we could step up and say, no, this is our community. We want to reach out and love them and meet the need right where they are. It's not just feeding people, but it's really showing that love of Jesus to others that are in need. So the church is really called to be a light in our community, to love people. I mean, our vision is really to inspire people to love Jesus. So our first campaign, which is Imagine, was really just imagine what God could do if we took a campus and put it right directly in the middle of a community. And because the old campus we used to have previously was kind of hidden, and so it was like, imagine what God could do if we had a building that didn't necessarily look just like a church, but a place where it might be really inviting for someone who even was not a part of church. And so that's why they built this building. It's really cool to see what happened so many years ago with Imagine, and then to just really truly imagine all the people that have been reached. So the goal of Reimagine is really to make a difference in the communities that we have, but also enhance the facilities that we already do have. So we have ways we want to reach the next generation, we have ways we want to do local good, and the ways we want to rethink how we do church. One of the other benefits of the pantry with the Reimagine campaign is really establishing ourselves in Richardson. So it's another community where we don't necessarily have a place. We don't have a place of worship there. We don't have a campus. But it's really going into that community and saying, we want you to know that we are here for you. We are now serving over 9,000 a month. We have over 405 hours of volunteer opportunities. For us, it's been eye-opening to see the need. I'm amazed. Every day people say, well, what do you see the most? It's like people wait in line to get food because there's a need. And it really helps me to see that we're not just meeting the need of the food for these people. Sometimes we're the only light they may see that day. One of the ways that our local Good Pantry strengthens the church in itself is that it's kind of it's a extended arm, really, of the church. And so we exist not as a place of worship like we do in our churches, but it is a type of worship because you are really out there loving and doing the things that Jesus called us to do, which is really love. And that's what we get to do every day at the local Good Pantry. We have people that come off the streets that are homeless, and they may not even have the right clothing, the right things. And so for us, it is church. One of the things with the Reimagine campaign that we plan to do with the local Good Pantry is we have 21 pickups a week where we pick up retail food for our neighbors, and we need a truck. And trucks are very expensive. And so we're trying to raise money through the Reimagine campaign for that. But we're also wanting to enhance our pantry. So the front of our pantry, we want to make it more like a store where it's a choice pantry where our senior neighbors can come in and choose the food that they need. And so those are two of the things that we really plan on trying to do with the Reimagine campaign. One of the things that excites me about the local Good Pantry is really the opportunity, like I said earlier, for groups and individuals and businesses to get involved. And some of the things that we're looking at is really getting some businesses to help us sponsor our boxes once a month. So we're looking for 12 businesses that can say, hey, I'm January and I'm helping the local Good Pantry with the boxes that go to the neighbors. but really more importantly that any person can come and serve at the local good country. So I would just say, I just challenge everyone, just go and find your place, because God has called us all to meet the needs of the most vulnerable in our community. And this is just one of those ways you could do that.